Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. This is a deep analysis for Bitcoin that we do every week, of course, starting from the monthly to the weekly to the daily to the 4-hour and 1-hour chart, and to see, of course, all the possibilities between bullish and bearish scenario and what it might happen, of course, for Bitcoin in the next week. So starting on the weekly, on the monthly actually, and we are looking at the all-time history for Bitcoin. We have something very new and very updated for Bitcoin, and we might be, of course, for the next cycle, very bullish this time. And we are looking here in the history at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finishing wave 1 for Bitcoin, A, B, and a C finishing a wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finishing a wave 3, and then, of course, ABC correction for a wave 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 5 in the yellow count. Meaning, in this yellow count, you have finished a wave 1 or a wave A, right? Don't forget that it can be also a wave A, which basically it is almost the same scenario bullish, where you would like to seek, of course, for a correction after a wave 1. And this is exactly what we got, A, B, and a C in this correction, finishing a wave 2 or a wave B probably. And then you would like to move impulsively towards the upside for a wave C or for a wave 3, right? Now, in this case scenario, you are looking then to 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5 probably, or for an, of course, A, B, and a C. Your perfect targets, of course, for this scenario where you would like to reach for higher, in case this is your wave 1 for a wave C, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, you have finished a wave 1 for your wave C, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, of course. Meaning, it can be, of course, this is still, of course, for a wave 3, by the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So it can be very, of course, impulsive. We are in a wave 1 here, and probably we get a wave 2, and then your wave 3 is coming next, right? So probably if we have topped for this cycle or not, if we still have one more wave to finish, your wave 2 is coming sooner or later. And when we are in a wave 2 for a wave 3, meaning when you are in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, your wave 3 is the most explosive and massive wave toward the upside. And normally this wave 2 can be very shallow and very fast to move for higher, meaning the next cycle for Bitcoin might be, of course, insane as impulsive, right? Now, it can, of course, hit the 0.38 fib level, of course, for 51,800, which is a minimum requirement. But, Bitcoin in such a wave, when we are in wave 3 of 3, which is the most impulsive wave, it can just hit the 0.23, which is at 68,900. Let's say 69,000. So it is very possible even that your bear market be very shallow and move directly toward the upside for a wave 3 as a massive wave. Very possible scenario, guys. We have to watch this, of course, for the next time. So these are the updates for the weekly or the monthly history here. So let's move a little bit to the daily here. And on the daily, we want to check, of course, our channeling. So for the channels that we always check lately, because we are very in a critical point here for the price action, and we are very close to possibly break out this acceleration channel, meaning, of course, finished bull run. And that because your acceleration channel is taken from your wave 2 here, borders, and based on your wave 3. And this channel normally shows you how the wave 5 can arrange around this area, how it should be, because normally the wave 5 ends around this area, which is the mid of this channel. And you would like to see, of course, that the price action entering this channel after leaving the blue corrective channel of a wave 4, meaning that your wave 5 has started and you're moving towards the upside, of course, to hit this midline for an acceleration channel. And as you can see, the price has arranged after this, tested the lower part, moved toward the upside, tested the midline of the lower part, and then moving toward the downside, testing again strongly this lower part and rejected again and again and again. Now, normally, just to note, when you come to hit this lower part after a wave 5, that means you have finished. That means it's a weak point, unless, of course, if you have several 1-2s, probably one more wave, but this wave cannot normally reach over than this midline, meaning one more wave up probably, and then we're done with this bull run. Definitely, of course, whether in triple 1-2s, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, or in double 1-2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 probably. We're gonna see those scenarios. Even in double 1-2, you have finished 4, 5, 4, 5, and moving toward the downside. You want to break it. Several possibilities right now can play, of course, these scenarios. Now let's see those possibilities. Of course, we have those main scenarios, which one has higher possibility than the other. I'm gonna explain. So on the daily, where we have triple 1-2s here, where we have triple 1-2s, meaning 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, toward the upside. In this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we finished this orange wave 3, 4, of course, correction ABC, and then finish wave 5. And you still have a wave 3 here finished, and you are currently in a wave 4 for the yellow. Meaning this wave 4 has to finish correctively to move for one more wave toward the upside. Now, this is our scenario. Of course, we have triple 1-2s. You need a triple 4-5s. This is what we are looking for. In the case that you have a double 1-2s here for a longer correction, because your correction is longer here, W, X, and Y, this is the difference. Your wave Y is a triangle finishing wave E here. And now why I'm taking this much more higher possibility than the other one, because if we take a look at this 1-2 here, this looks like very like 3 waves toward the upside. While you take a look at these ones, it looks like perfect impulses, as 1-2. So if we are in a triple 1-2 here, like this one, why is this wave is so 3 waves shape? Like it's like an A, B, and a C. And it looks like much more like a triangle here, right? So therefore, it is a very low possibility. Even like if it is not a triangle, it can be a flat, and this is your wave 1-2, 1-2 as well. So a very, very, very tricky wave here. I know we can count internally a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse, 4 and a 5, of course, for an impulse, but it's really like not convenient with the other 1-2s, right? It looks like much more like 3 waves rather than impulses, so like these ones. So this is a difference, and that's why, of course, higher possibility a little bit goes here for the double 1-2s with a longer WXY, and we're moving, of course, for higher here. In this case scenario, you have finished, and you're moving toward the downside, unless the first possibility comes in, unless wave 5 ending diagonal, meaning this wave 5 in the yellow can ends up as an ending diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. However, the possibility is low because we don't see any kind of impulse in this area. You want to see 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, like this, to finish your wave 3, 4, and a 5 to finish an ending diagonal. But this did not happen. So lower possibility for this one. Now another possibility is a wave 5 impulsive, which is, of course, this is what we are looking for in a triple 1-2. One more impulsive wave from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you want to finish this correction first. Is this correction finished as a wave 4 to move impulsively for wave 5? You need to finish, of course, this or this. WXY first, WXY, let's move to the 4-hour chart here for much better insight and view. In the WXY, you want to finish a wave 4 here in WXY, meaning W, X, and a Y. Your wave Y can be anything, a zigzag, a flat, or a triangle, right? So for a sideways range. We have, of course, a zigzag for your W, zigzag for your X, and another structure here. It has to be finished. Now, whether you take the low yeah, to finish the structure, or you move sideways in time. One of these scenarios will finish a wave 4. Whether you take the low or you move in sideways for time. Your wave Y can be right now as WX and a Y. Your wave Y can be a zigzag. A, B, C, D, and an E, probably for longer range. Yeah, if this happen for longer range, of course, and then moving toward the upside, meaning more boring sideways range, right? Yeah, so these are the scenarios. First for a wave 4 and an impulse. The second one is, of course, here to finish an A, B, and a C. However, or W, X, and a Y, which for me it is almost the same. The difference is with A, B, and a C is that you can finish here an impulsive wave C as 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. And this goes or apply much more for this scenario where we have double 1, 2 and not triple. And then, of course, you are in a bigger A, B, and a C, and your wave C can move to the CME gap and move toward the upside finally for a wave 5. Yeah, it can be a scenario, right? Also, your wave C can be lower. It's not necessarily even to take the CME gap. Yeah? It can be A, B, C here, and then move for higher, and then finish the bull run and move toward the downside. So everything also is possible. But it is a scenario, low possibility, and that because, of course, I mean, it's a very long range, yeah, in time for a wave 2. Look at the wave 2, look at the wave 4, in case this is a big ABC, so lower possibility, yeah. Also, WXY can be 3 waves down, 3 waves up, because this is an impulse here, ABC expanding flat, right, and then moving towards the downside probably, or zigzag. Or a triangle as well. Yeah. So your wave Y can be a zigzag, can be a flat, can be a triangle, also sideways. Yeah. Meaning we need to finish this to move for higher. Yeah. And that, of course, as you can see, opens the possibility for bullish, but the bullish is one of these scenarios. Whether we take the low and you go very, very bullish impulsively, or you will be in a longer sideways, probably only this sideways currently if we are W, X, and a Y, right? Your wave Y can be a triangle, meaning it can go sideways until 22 February, meaning one more week of boring sideways and then moving toward the upside. Or even it can be more boring, bigger WX and a Y, very, very big WXY, and moving toward the upside. But this is very boring until March. Yeah, so that very, very clear. Therefore, the bullish scenario right now is, of course, I'm talking in short term, is a little bit, of course, hard to get directly. Because anyway, there is no impulse here. We don't see any kind of impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 3 waves. This is very choppy. Whether we go in time or we take the low. One of these scenarios. Now, taking the low is the fastest, right? Is the fastest shortcut to move toward the upside. And therefore, of course, I prefer to take the low. I hate boring sideways ranges, right? It's very boring and you cannot trade it, right? So if you move toward the downside, take the low, moving impulsively, that would be awesome. If we move even for lower as a very bearish, well, okay, a bullish cycle is coming as we saw in the weekly, and it's gonna be massive and explosive more than the one that we just saw. So yeah, basically those are the possibilities, guys, for Bitcoin for the next week. We're gonna watch them. And we're going to see what's going to happen. And of course, I have all in mind and keep it in mind with every single analysis and update you. Now, on the 1 hour chart, what it can happen, as you might know, yesterday we have finished a bearish pattern, confirmed, right, as a bearish pattern, A, B, and a C for wave 2 or WXY. But don't forget that this is a WX and a Y, meaning W, X, your wave Y can be still be anything. Your wave Y can be a zigzag, can be a flat, can be a triangle, and then continuation toward the downside on Monday, or basically it is tomorrow afternoon European Easter time, yeah, because the market normally after weekend in the Sunday afternoon for the European time the things start to move on. So basically, yeah, it can be a little bit range, or it can be your wave Y can be a zigzag, can be a flat, can be a triangle, and then move toward the downside. Continuation as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Very, very possible. Well, guys, I prefer to take the low. If you give me the option between going very boring sideways and taking the low to move higher or lower, it doesn't matter. Yeah, better to take the low, right? That was it for Bitcoin. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.